Give me a sec. Hi all, welcome back. We had an awesome conversation about Tangled and the such. I'm glad you could make it. And so for anyone who wasn't here, it's all good. That was fun. We're gonna move on. We're gonna see about using fonts right now. So fantastic. I'm gonna share screen with everybody and let's get into it. So we're here in week 3. Yeah, so we just completed our screenshot assignment. Fantastic. We've then uploaded it. Would be amazing. Get it off the checklist. You have a video here for anyone who
LinkedIn Sales Navigator is a social
going?
media tool to reach out.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have an ad, of course, but that's a video to walk you through screenshot software. It is Mojave, but it's the exact same screenshot software. It's just the video.
How to
is
take
Mojave.
advantage of the new screenshot tools in macOS Mojave.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, either way though, same. Catalina is identical, and hence why I didn't. Yeah, it's all good. Tips for keeping your Mac running smoothly. Okay, pretty straightforward stuff here. Sorry, I said I was talking about fonts, but I did kind of give you a few other links here. Maybe you can read over to give you some helpful suggestions as to what you can do with your computer. First thing, don't take your keyboard apart. I think, anyway, don't do that. Bad. Okay. And so here we go. Backing up your data regularly. We're going to look at that. Actually, that'll be your homework. I'm going to need you to do some reading, a bit of reading. Really, is it homework? I think pretty straightforward as to why we need to back up our data, right? Keep in mind, everyone, there's a difference between an archive and a backup. Does anyone know the difference between an archive and a backup? Anyone? Shout it out or chat it. So the difference being is a backup means you have 2 copies of something. Yeah. An archive means you officially have 1 singular copy of a file and it is residing on said disk. Okay. So meaning your terabyte drive that you have, if you plug it into your machine, right, and you start dragging files over, videos, whatever it is, and then you toss them off your computer, you now have an archive of those files, yeah? So backups are great. Archives are essential when you get way too much information that you need to get rid of some of those videos from Nana. And that way you have them, but you don't, you might come back to them. And to be totally honest with you, I have photos from 20 years. Have I actually gone into the archives of my photos? No, I have not, right? But they are archived, they are there, they're precious. And, maybe one day my kids will go, oh, let's go check out daddy's, photos from 2010. One suggestion, cut down on utilities and services that are running in your background. Now, oh, come on, computer. Thank you. Check out what I have running. If you guys want to do this with me, it is your command, use your thumb, hit command and option down right now together with the thumb, and then hit your escape key. Now this is your utilities. I am totally negating and not listening to what this is telling me to do. It's saying close down any applications that aren't in use. Look at what I have running right now. I'm surprised that I've luckily got a nice Mac. I should be going in, and you may want to do this right now. Don't close the Zoom because that'll disconnect you. Close down any unnecessary, and you'll notice I'll just force quit. You guys know this as, what is it on a PC? I think it's like Apple option maybe, escape. Camtasia, why is that open? I've got my Photoshop and Illustrator because I was working in it, but come on, man, smarten up. Yeah, so if you're wondering why your computer might be running a little slow, it's because you're doing, you have tons of things open. Look at Dropbox, what are you doing, bro? So I'm forced quitting. Oh, check out, I got an error, right? And I'm like, okay, thanks. So I wasn't concerned with it. I know I didn't have anything going on, but clearly I had a bit of a crash go on there. We'll look at that sort of thing, you know, in the coming weeks. I wasn't concerned, as mentioned. I didn't have anything open that I'm concerned about. These as well, if you're running Chrome, please try to only use one browser, okay? If there's one memory sucker and RAM like destroyer, it's going to be your your search engine, okay? So if you have Chrome and Firefox or Chrome, Safari, whatever it is, please only use one if you can, okay? That'll really help out your overall performance. We have our Discord that's open. Does this need to be open? That's a small one. I'll leave that open, right? We've got our Google. There we go. How clean is that? Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Show you how to do that anyway. Malware and antivirus software, definitely. I know people think Macs are impenetrable. They're not, right? We still have people now being able to get into our system, and right. We looked at this last week, at least in the video. If you watched the video, on your preferences, right? And right here in security and privacy, right? You have a firewall. You'll notice I have my firewall on. Do you want to do that with me, everyone? If you haven't done it already, Apple system preferences. Again, watch the video. I think we went over this last week. Shoot, can't remember it, but there is a video there that helped you out, okay? File vault, firewall, privacy, right? May want to turn this on, right? Just for added security. File vault, this is an interesting one, probably turned off. I would leave it off. If you're working for the CIA, yeah, you would have this on, okay? The file vault basically jacks up every single file on your machine is encrypted. And anyone who knows about encrypting something, it takes a lot of data and takes a lot of space. So if you're encrypting everything on your machine, what you're doing in essence is increasing your entire computer is going to be increased by whatever it is, exponentially. I don't know the exact amount. But again, I'm not working for the CIA. And if anyone has the ability to hack into my machine, right, probably, you know, they got a picture of Nana. Okay, good. All right. But I got nothing I got to hide, really. So I'm not concerned with that. But it's there for you. That's typically what I would recommend. Of course, there's third-party software, Norton antiviruses, et cetera, and so on and so forth. If anyone has a program that they love to use, you can shout it out. I currently am not running, aside from having my firewall on. I don't run a third-party support for that, but there is options that are out there for you if you are so inclined. Yeah, awesome. So Bitdefender, Zach saying, cool. Totally not biased. Zach's a Best Buy employer, so or employee. So go and buy. Yeah, cool. All right. Clean out your old files. So this again, archiving them as mentioned, right? Back them up on your terabyte or in a time machine or into iCloud or any other third-party web-based, cloud-based software. Delete it off your machine, okay? Now iCloud, the interesting thing, again, I don't understand iCloud. I'm still confused on the fact of why and how they make it work. I understand synchronous and how you're able to have your iPhone, your iPad, your computer 100% in sync. But the whole purpose of me having iCloud is to have a backup. And we all know, anyone who's been in Mac and has it on your phone, your iPad, and your laptop, if I delete the picture of Nana in my pictures in my iCloud, it is officially gone, right? And it's like, anyway, I don't want to get into it. iCloud is great, though, for having that added support, and that instant backup is there for us. If you're like, dude, there's no way I'm not spending whatever it is, $14 a month on iCloud, that's totally respect. I get it. Disk utility. Again, we get into this. If you find that you're having issue, you have a disk utility software that's built into your Mac, okay? You can find it actually here in applications, I believe. We looked at our utilities, sorry. Actually, we just did this, didn't we? Utilities, disk utilities right here. So if you're having issue running your Mac, and you're finding it slowing and there's something kind of going wrong with it, this will allow you to click in, and then you have to run first aid on whatever drive it may be. It will then run a diagnostic on it. It'll tell you where your errors are, what issues may be. It'll ask you, do you want to run, you know, a fix on it, etc. I believe the newer Macs will just automatically fix issues for you. But keep in mind, this is an option for you if you want to speed up or you're having issue and you don't know what it is, okay? It's one of those kind of helpful things, okay? Clean up your desktop. Don't look like that. Many of these are aliases, everyone, just so you know, so don't judge me. But yeah, right? So aliases do not take up any space, right? These guys with the little, anyway, that was like week 1 or week 2 together, right? Update your software. This is a funny one. I love this, but not, maybe not right away. So anyone who's dealt with software upgrades, whether it be your general Mac OS system or Illustrator, Photoshop, and whatever the program is, I know people who do the update right away. It comes up, update it. And now the problem with that typically is they know that there are going to be bugs that are associated with it, right? What you're going to find, everyone, is if you get an update, it will show up right here in your About Mac, and it'll probably go red, I believe. I haven't had it in a while since we upgraded to Catalina, of course. But you may get a patch, right? And it's going to say, this is Catalina what? 16.6, right? So Catalina, I don't know the exact version of Catalina, sorry. I didn't have it memorized. But when it came out, it may have been 10.10, right? So you'll notice that there have been patches since, and you guys will find, right? You're gonna want to download those patches right away because they are going to fix up any issues that people have been screaming at Mac about. Right? Oh, my files stopped work. Like, why are my files disappearing? This happened. This happened. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, Catalina did some wacky shit with some stuff. Sorry, I swore. But, right? Just be aware. Sometimes these upgrades can be a little bit cumbersome and challenging at times, especially when we're trying to get an assignment done. You upgrade to Catalina, and then you find out that folders are disappearing on you. And then you realize that it's because of an issue, and you're like, dude, why did I upgrade to Catalina? I can tell you I took 2 months before I upgraded to Catalina. Yeah, because I wanted to wait till all the patches were in place before I downloaded it. Do you need to do that? No. But I kind of was hesitant about it because I knew there was going to be issues, just past experience. So yeah, shut down your apps when you're not using them. So aside from, of course, like I did there before, right? You can go in and just have a look. Creative Cloud and updating, we looked at that last week. So you'll have a little icon here with a little red dot, and it'll say, check out mine. I have a bunch of updates that need to be done here, right? Sorry, there isn't a red dot. And all your files are in sync with my OneDrive. So there's your OneDrive as well, anyone, if you want to invest in that per month, right? There's our Creative Cloud. We're going to look at this next week. Yeah, have some fun. You got all your apps there, right? Holy heck. I got to do some updating, right? Honestly, do I? Yeah, it's good to update them. Do I need any of these? No, I'm not going to be utilizing any of these. But you can do update all. I'll wait because I don't want to take up bandwidth, right? That's going to be a later thing. Cool. Awesome, everyone. So a little bit of tip and tricks there. I'll let you look through these ones. This is awesome. If you want some time savers, tips and tricks, here's 50 of the best ones. I went through some of them. They're really handy, some of them. For the most part, they're kind of like things that you didn't even realize your Mac could do. Like online convert, check this out. If you type in your Spotlight, you know, 100 or 1,299, it'll actually break it down in Japanese yen and euro and Canadian dollars automatically. Isn't that cool? Let's try that. I've never done that before. It says it can do it. Let's see. $120. Hey, isn't that neat? Check it out. 120 Canadian dollars isn't that fun? Who knew? I didn't. Well, we know now. So go ahead, search through that. I'm not really concerned about that, but some really fun things. Issues with my Mac. This is a good one. I gave you a whole list of things, kind of ones that we quickly touched on. If you got a blue screen, how to use disk utility, which I just showed you. how to fix a frozen Mac. So these are good ones. The spinning beach balls. Yeah. Your USB port's not working. Anyway, so I gave this all to you to troubleshoot, okay? So please don't hesitate to take advantage of it, okay? Cool. On your own time, that's plenty of stuff you can kind of digest if you so need it, okay? There's our assignment, which we went over together. Here's LinkedIn Learning fonts. All right. Yeah, this is good, right? So we have understanding fonts. Some of us are unable to get in here, and that's okay. There's no rush. I'm going to go over what you need to know about fonts today in order to at least download them, load them in, play around with them, understand your font book, etc. But this is a 4-hour video on fonts. And you're like, dude, I know, but I want to give it to you because I think it's great if you want to be a font guru, how you use it, fixing font issues, manual fonts for Macs, right? PC fonts, using them, and all this fun stuff. Suitcase View, holy heck, right? So all this stuff, right? As mentioned, if you don't have LinkedIn Learning, don't stress. That's just an option. And hopefully you will have it soon, but I wanted to give that to you as well. You can do with it what you wish. All right, so let me just take a step back, and I wanted to look at fonts now. Before I do that, maybe I'm just gonna stop the video.